Hey everybody! Welcome back to Northernlion plays Dicey Dungeons. I'm excited because today we get to check out my favorite character so far, the robot. The robot is, and we're going to start on episode 1 the way we always have. By the way, I should say we're insanely lucky to have won our last run. We should have lost. We played like garbage. Well, I played like garbage. I made the same stupid, like, rush mistake like 5 times in a row on the final boss. But hey, when you're good, you're good. The robot is a very interesting mechanic. You start with pea shooter, so you dump dice into here, you can do 2 damage. It's not very good. And then plasma blaster, once per turn, you can do 5 or less damage. But that's not what makes the robot fun. What makes the robot fun, and this is where I really started to realize every single one of these characters is different, is this right here. So basically, let me try to explain this in the simplest terms possible. The robot is a little bit like playing blackjack. How many dice do you get? That depends on what you roll. You can roll until the sum total of all of your dice added together is 9 or greater. If it's under 9, you might want to stop unless you really feel like there's a good reason to, you know, take one more dice that could bust you. Pardon me. If you bust, with a few exceptions, you don't get to do any more actions. You have to end your turn. If you hit exactly 9, I think you get a choice to do 5 damage, heal for 3 HP, or roll 1 more dice, which can be relevant because you get equipment that get buffed based on the number of times you roll, basically. So it's blackjack. We rolled a 5. That's a little dangerous, because if we roll a 5 or a 6, which is a 1/3 chance, we'll bust. So my general thinking here, why not use this dice right off the bat? You did 5 damage. Now we got nothing to lose. And we hit the jackpot exactly. So, I mean, we'll just do 5 damage, and that's lethal. So definitely, like, luck is a little bit relevant, but also, you know, blackjack strategy. So we will add small shield into our equipment. Now we got something to do with more dice. You know, the more dice you get, the merrier, obviously. You get more opportunities to glean value from them. So let's start again. We got a 4. I think, honestly, with a 4, I would pump that right into Plasma Blaster. It's 1 below our best possible outcome. Minimizes a lot of risk. We might as well dump 4 into Pea Shooter and then roll. And yeah, you'd expect a bust there, but that's okay. Okay, so you're gonna do 8. I hate when this guy rolls a 6. So our auto roll, by the way, guarantees us a jackpot. So if we don't lethal him this turn, he is lethal. If we don't lethal him this... Oh, he had a shield, I forgot. Still got him. Okay. NL. This is a little much, okay? You're making some embarrassing level mistakes. You're still gonna get full HP. But everybody knows. Sorry, he's got shields. You just gotta play slow. These are not mistakes of the mind, they're mistakes of the gut. You're going too fast. Anyway, we got 2 extra CPU, which is basically our limit is 2 higher now, so it's 11. So let's chart our course here. We really want to get equipment, so I think we want to go this way. This will be a full level. And then this guy is level 2, level 2. They're all level 2, okay. So you want to use the jackpot, probably maybe like the first turn on this fight. But we can also do it, I think, after we bust. Which might be relevant. So honestly, like, low rolls is good so we get more dice. But we also, right now, we want high value dice. Because we need a 5 here. A 3 here would be nice. It's not really high value, but... you know, the higher rolls we get for Pea Shooter, the better. So it's kind of, we're torn. 5 is the magic number, because we want to be able to roll with a 1 in 6 chance of getting jackpot. 6 is still pretty okay. But I think we'll pop 4 into Plasma Blaster, and then roll the dice for a better roll. But see, you can go for the jackpot afterwards, but, you know, what do we get out of it? 5 damage. It's not that strong, I think, to use it like that, but we're still very early in this run. You know, we're in the infancy of our equipment. We got basic stuff that's kind of bad. Honestly, a 6 really only goes here, so we might as well put it in. Wow. That's just, it's unfortunate luck. Let's put it that way. And the Dryad keeps freaking healing. This is... It's okay. So let's see. 6. Dangerous, but obviously has to go here. Try again. Didn't get a 6. That's incredible. I think we'll just pump that into small shield. %50 chance to stay under. Yo, that's beautiful. Then I'm thinking you auto roll for the jackpot. Although we could... Why wouldn't I... Let me run it through like a step-by-step basis here. You might be saying, why not wait to see if you bust to use the guaranteed jackpot? Well, if we bust, we lose our equipment. So my personal opinion is we might as well at least put that in there. And then it's just pea shooter. So if you bust, you lose the ability to do this. But you get 5 damage or 3 HP out of it either way. I think we're just going to take the 3 HP. Well, I'm trying to think. You know what? I think we'll do the 5 damage. It takes you closer to lethal, but we need to get hit for less than 9 here. Yikes. Less than 10, actually, I guess. I think I had it backwards. Okay, so a 4. 2's a little dangerous. Don't screw me. Oh, thank God. Okay. I mean, we can only do like 6 damage here. I think we actually might die, which is kind of stunning to me. I think we definitely want some shield to protect us here. Worth a shot. Oh my God. Sometimes the dice don't go your way. It's our first loss. How did it happen? I'm not going to say that we played it perfectly, but at the same time, that was like, well, I guess we should collect the challenge. That was like, it went wrong so quick. She rolled a 6 like every single turn. There is a little variance in the game, which I actually like, to be fair. All right, we're on ice biome. Let's try again. At least you get a little feel for how the character works, I'm sure. Okay, we rolled a 5. It's as good as it gets. I was gonna say the only way we get a jackpot is, or the only way we kill him on turn 1 is we get a jackpot. We need some more equipment. Give me something good. Give me something good. Healing crystal. You recover up to 3 HP, which is actually a really good thing to do when we get these like low quality dice, like low value that we don't want to put anywhere. Now we can turn them into health, which is actually worth a lot, I think. Straight up, I think a 4 works okay in Plasma Blaster. I'll put a 4 or a 5 in there right off the bat to risk, or to minimize the risk of busting. Big whoop. It happens. Okay, the 6 is still extremely bad. Generally speaking, high value dice when rolled by the enemy is bad for us. Honestly, the 6 that's burned isn't really worth that much. Because we can't do anything. We can put it in pea shooter, but so what? So I think let's heal first, and then we've got pea shooter and plasma blaster. I was gonna say pretty much ready to go next turn. Now the question is, would you rather do 5 damage or roll a dice? And the die, 5 out of 6 chance to be 5 or less. So we might as well just go for that, and we'll lethal you next turn. I think we would struggle to do 8 damage to you in a single turn, so I do think this minimizes our turn timer. Sure, whatever, just keep rolling 6s on 2 dice forever for the rest of the time. See if I care. Okay, so a 6 is, unfortunately, is just, like, literally... It's not that I can't kill you, it's just that I have to spend 2 HP to do so. Unless we want to use our jackpot, but I don't want to use our jackpot, because we're about to get another, we're about to get full HP anyway. Okay. We're back. Floor 1. No problems. Here, we don't have a lot of gold. The problem with getting Stereo Head, which is what we're going to do, is we're fighting him just to get treasure, so if we take a lot of damage against him, we run into maybe HP problems, but we do have Healing Crystal, so I hope it wouldn't be that bad. 5 is the perfect roll. Okay. I mean, I think you just go 5, 5. Then try. It failed. We'll go for the jackpot, hit him for another 5. We do, as the robot right now, we struggle a little bit with damage output. Yikes. 5 damage, 2 weaken. So anything we could get that could up our damage, particularly, like, you gotta recognize, pea shooter is trash. Well, I mean, our 4s literally do nothing except go here, so even though it looks like a huge overpayment, we might as well. I also think because our risk of busting is 2/3, why not heal 1? This, for 1 extra damage, I mean, yeah, we need to roll a 1 to stay alive anyway. We might as well toss that in there. I can't believe it worked. But hey, that's blackjack, baby. Perfect. For once the high rolls saved us, this guy's in a lot of trouble. Okay, so a 1. It's nice to heal at least. Don't get me wrong. We want to do 8 damage to you. So it'd be something like this. I honestly think we should heal. We do want to get you on 5 HP. That's kind of the magic number, but I'm willing to take the 50%. Because we would need to roll a 5 next turn. Another 5 damage coming our way, but that's alright. We're hanging in there. It requires a little bit more of a cerebral game here. I mean, I can kill you. For certain. It just looks like this. First off, heal for 1, then hit him. Keeping that health high, I think, is going to be pretty important here. So please God, damage equipment, mechanical arm. Mechanical arm is, I've had it before. This is where things can really start to take off. So if you put an even in here, you do damage. Every time you roll the dice, you get +1 damage. So you could put a 2 in here and have it do 6 damage if you've rolled the dice 5 times. And now you're thinking like, oh, I get it now. Because on your jackpot, you can roll an extra time. Exactly. And there's defensive equipment like that as well. So we want a lot of rolls. Because mechanical arm can do a lot of damage for us. So a 5 is not really what we're looking for. But we'll toss that 5 in there right now. I don't really want to put the 1. The odds of us rolling a 6 are, 16%. Repeating, of course. It's not really 16%, it's like 16.6, but let's be honest, we're rolling the dice 1 time. I don't think we need to get that minute. Anyway, it happens. Some of the times we would love to see that 6. So 2 is a mechanical arm enabler. Another 2, even better. 10 is a very dangerous place to be. So we definitely want to put the 6 into pea shooter. It's really the... you know what? I think that was still the right option, but we could have put the 6 into here because we're not doing anything else with it anyway. So I think we definitely want to do 4 damage right now. And you might be like, now, why wouldn't you roll again to get it up as high as possible? Well, if we don't roll a 1, all the equipment goes away. So we want to get a yield out of it if we got a 1 in 6 chance to succeed. So I think you start here, probably heal for 2, calculate again, and I'm vindicated by variance. And hey, look, for the first time in forever, the Dryad is not rolling exclusively 6s. So we got a chance. 6. It's a dangerous one for us. I'm willing to let it ride, though. We're going to take damage next turn, so I think we might as well just smack you. Hopefully we can lethal you next turn. It requires a lot of rolls. Yikes, this is going to be close again. We did get jackpot again, though, thankfully. We have to literally kill you this turn. So we have to do 7 damage ourselves. Four, 3. Okay, we actually have it. But that was... It's a little spotty so far. Full HP. Now, do we want the Buster Sword or the Ultima Weapon? The Buster Sword does damage equal to its play, but it's immune to errors, which I think actually makes it extremely good. So basically, with the Buster Sword, we can roll, and then know whatever we roll can still go into the Buster Sword for damage. So when we bust, it does. That's why it's called the Buster Sword. I get it now. I'm freaking, dude. Short circuit. If you roll any 4 dice, you do damage and random status. Now, combined dice, we've seen this before. You would take a like a 6 and a 2, and it would turn it into 2 dice that sum into 8. 5 and a 3, 4 and a 4, maybe still 6 and a 2, I don't know. I don't know if this is that relevant for us. We already have this. Why not buy Short Circuit? And I honestly just have no idea how it works. So we might as well see what's up. So if you roll 4 dice, it should activate, and then you could put something in it, I think. Probably this isn't going to be the run for that, would be my guess. Well, honestly, right now, I think we roll again, because we can always put the 6 in the Buster Sword. We've done that a lot. I'm surprised. Deal 5 damage, burn 2 dice. Sure, whatever. See if I care. So I'll tell you right now. Hold on. The 3 pays for itself if we just toss it in there. But we really want to keep incrementing this guy down, obviously. The 6, we can always still toss in the Buster Sword. We got lucky. We should roll to activate Short Circuit. Okay. I think we should do 6 damage and add a random status. Lock the dice. Then the 5 goes... Well, this does 5 damage too. So we definitely want the 2 in here. And then the 5 in here. And all of a sudden, it's starting to pop. He's got 1 dice he can't do anything with. Way to go, dummy. You've made me use 10% of my power. Okay, so, I mean, why don't we just hit him for 5? And then hit him for 3. Now we're rolling. Now, I don't know if Short Circuit's that good, but it does give us, like, a flex piece of equipment. You know, if we roll 4 dice, we basically get another Buster Sword that's enchanted. So for sure, I was going to say for super. For sure, I want to hit this upgrade. I don't know what I want to upgrade yet, but finally, after 20 minutes of things not necessarily going according to plan, I feel like we're doing well. So right now, we want lots of low rolls to activate Short Circuit, I think. Really, you know what to do with these dice at this point. The Plasma Blaster benefits from a 5. If you get a 5, you might as well toss it there. Now, Mechanical Arm, a 2 would work pretty well there. I think we can roll again. If we busted, it's basically like whatever. So I think I would put a 3 in here, and then a 2 in here, because we're probably about to bust. And then we can just put the 5 right in there. I'm also going to close some applications in the background because I'm noticing the game's hitching a little bit, and that is 100% not the game's fault, as I'm sure you might expect. Okay, we got a 6 that's on fire. A 2. 2's good. 2 will never get any better for us. Oh, actually, that's not true. It's already better as Mechanical Arm fodder. Do we roll again? I'm trying to see how we get lethal. 625, 635 does it for us. So actually, if we hit jackpot, if we do this, and then this, and then roll, and if we bust, use the jackpot, there you go. There were other lines, but I like that line, because we didn't force ourselves to use our jackpot. So, let's see. Pea Shooter, it gets twice as good, but it's still our last choice. Plasma Blaster can take a 6. Mechanical Arm can take any number. Buster Sword gets +2. Healing Crystal reduces poison, depending on the boss that we fight. That might be ideal. So Short Circuit no longer needs to be activated, which seems very interesting. Nothing in our backpack. But, are we gonna roll 4 dice anyway? When we hit level 4, we'll have 13. You average 3.5 on any given dice roll. We would expect less than 50% of the time to be able to activate Short Circuit. But the thing with Short Circuit Plus is that it doesn't give us anything. Unless we don't roll under a 13. I think this is a 2nd tier upgrade. But all of our other upgrades are kind of bad. I guess the thing is, being able to do a status for a value of 1 is really high. However, a 1, if we roll a 1, that greatly increases our chances of this thing being able to activate by itself anyway. I think we're going to remove the even requirement on Mechanical Arm. But, you know, it was, I'm doing this. I'm doing this motion. I'm not totally sure that was right for us. Plus, it would have been really useful before we, I mean, 11 is, it's a hard number to roll under. Although, this could be it. But for now, relax. So, where do we go? Well, we could put a 3 in here. Well, we should really put a 1 in there. What does a 1 do for us? Well, you could put a 1 in here as well. Because Mechanical Arm, in all likelihood, we won't bust here. We could, for sure. We probably won't. So you know what? Let's put a 2 here. Get back to full HP. Roll again and we got Jackpot. And I think this is the situation where you want to roll 1 extra dice. We still probably won't be able to put anything in Pea Shooter, but I think it's worth more than 5 damage because we get 1 on this. We get an extra dice to apply damage as well. Even if it's a 2, I think it's worth more. So I think the 5 goes here. The 1 might as well go here. And then, you know, 3-2. It doesn't really matter. That's a great turn. Put 1 poison on him. Yo, we're popping now. Okay, so he's thorned up. We hit him is gonna hurt us. It's kind of it's the price you pay, though. It's good. We really wanted the 1 there, honestly. Well, again, it doesn't get any better than 5. Even though we'll get hit in the process. Doesn't get any better than 5 for that, I should say. Could we lethal him this turn? We have 4 damage. Possibly Short Circuit. I think this is where you would heal. And then, honestly, I think you would just do this, because I don't like our odds. And I think we basically came out smelling pretty good there. We're about to level up anyway, so I'm not so concerned about our HP. But it's all about, you know, in situations where you gotta let it ride, let it ride. Otherwise, you know, hedge your bets. We got no real reason to be overly risky in this situation. HP's back. 2 extra CPU, so we can go all the way up to 13 now. Fixed payout. Even. Use an additional jackpot ability. We can't guarantee our jackpots yet. If we could guarantee our jackpots, I don't know. I'm not convinced that that's any good at all. But, you know, a lot of cards in Slay the Spire I didn't think were good until I died 100 times either. Start with a limit break. 6 is an acceptable roll, I guess, because we got way more space now. 2 6s sucks pretty bad. I think this is one where we're going to do an auto roll. And then we're going to do one more dice so that we get Short Circuit. You definitely want to put 6 damage on there. Cursed him, which is hugely good. Definitely want to put 6 damage on here. Why not put 5 damage there and hit him again? Still a pretty good turn. 20 damage. Come on, break him. Let's go. Just hitting it is fine by me. So 1 frozen dice. That equals we're going to roll a 1, which is actually really good for short circuit activation. Okay, now we need to start thinking. So 6 is still really good right here if we can roll 1 more dice. But we could also use it in the Buster Sword if we think we have lethal. We need to find a way to do 4 damage. Because 6 here works. 4 here works. Honestly, I think you start right there. We can always still use Buster Sword. Do we want to put 4 damage on him? I think we do. And then we have at least 6 damage. So if we roll a... we want to poison him. Because I'm like, hear me out. I'm like, okay, hit him here. Sure. That's 6. I think you just hit him for 2. Locking a dice is really good as well. And then if you roll a 2 or greater... well, if you roll a 1, you get jackpot, you win. If you roll a 2 or greater, you win because you just pop it in the Buster Sword. Yo! It is starting to all come together. Nothing can stand in our way now. Flip a dice upside down. So flipping a dice upside down, I mean, you get the idea. Dice, the opposing faces of a dice sum to 7. So basically, if you have a 1, you would do 7 minus 1 to see what you get. So you get a 6, because that's on the opposite side of the cube. But I think we really want ray gun. Put your ray gun in my deck. It's David Bowie. Look him up. Ray gun, I think, is just a better place to put dice than pea shooter, is really what it comes down to. This is a very, very good floor. I think the level of equipment we got right now is popping out of control. We'll start with the direwolf. We won't level up until we kill all these guys, so we got to be careful with HP, but... okay, we want low rolls. Low rolls to start. Totally fine. Okay. Now remember, on a 5... Plasma Blaster is pretty much as good as it gets. Minimum 3 is a little spooky. Are we willing to roll a dice on this? I think I'd rather put a little guaranteed damage in there. So we'll start with Ray Gun. I think we will go with Mechanical Arm too. Oh, baby. I think we'll still roll another dice. Yeah, I like this. Because now... if we put the 3, well, the 3 does 3 damage no matter what. It doesn't really matter where we put it. We definitely want this status effect. Weaken is pretty good. I mean, they're all pretty good. This not adding poison. So we take 1 damage. Big whoop. Okay, low rolls. Very good, very good. Okay, not so good, but that's okay. Honestly, I like recovering HP if we got nothing else to do with the dice. The 6 we can always put here. So I think you really just go for the 1 that does 4 damage. It's pretty good. If you bust, you bust. You pop 6 in here. We're about to get our limit break. Not that we're going to need it for this guy. Still fine on HP. So before we kill him, and we likely will... oh, we didn't even get our limit break. And we likely will. Very sensible for us, I think. To heal, but there is no healing to be done here. So what's our least valuable piece of equipment we're likely to use? We'd probably start with like Mechanical Arm here. And if it curses, it curses. That's fine. We got a 3. Honestly, play the long con. Very surprised we hit the jackpot, but that's very good. Let's put a random status on him. Weaken is fine. Dude, it's going. It's going. It's not that bad. We have to hit him for 2. You know what'll do that? Just about every piece of equipment in our roster right now. So far, so good. So I feel like we're definitely, like, we're heavy favorites right now. Juggling Ball. Yo... but it's 2 space is the problem with Juggling Ball. Could we get rid of Plasma Blaster and Ray Gun in order to put Juggling Ball? You put your low dice in there. I don't know if it counts as another roll, but I'm really, really willing to give it a shot. And we haven't been here. This is usually a trade. Ray Gun for Spatula. That's a no deal. I might need Ray Gun backing me up. So let's see how this works. Basically, our low rolls can go in here and hopefully trigger Mechanical Arm. So you got a 3. What would you do with it? Let's try it. Why not? Doesn't count as a new roll. And it also only works once per turn. Unlike Ray Gun. That's so painful. I think we actually might as well just take some raw damage. Or do some raw damage, but it hurts. It hurts me a little. Do 3 damage, return the dice. This guy becomes dangerous, because he can attack multiple times on one die, but... Good roll. Decent roll. So let's do 3 damage, get a new dice. It doesn't get better than a 6 on the Buster Sword. Let's heal for 1 before we potentially bust. Great stuff. Now here, we definitely don't need another roll. Because he's dead. Which is actually... It's surprising to me how well that worked. But I'm definitely suspicious. Like, I feel... like Juggling Ball not being reusable actually makes it a little bit worse, but I'm not fully sure. And that's, you know, whenever you're new in a roguelite or even experienced, that tends to be a relevant question quite frequently. Again, it doesn't get better than this. We got pretty good odds to bust. So I think you like this for 4 damage. I think you like this for 4 damage. We busted. It's fine. We got as much yield as you could expect. No 6s is exactly what we want, and a low sum is even better. Even just getting 3 dice is pretty solid. So I think you still like this. The Buster Sword, we could do better. So I think you like a 2. I think you like a 2 for this, actually. Did bust, but that's what the Buster Sword is for. This is much worse. Oh, but he healed instead of burning, which is bad for him because we're gonna kill him anyway. Maybe not this turn, but soon. Absolutely amazing. So we could bust here. Be careful. I think we're gonna level up, but we might as well, you know, be smart about it. Plasma Blaster is as good as it gets there. Can we do 6 damage to him? Well, I think we would start with... Dude, we can roll again. All you wanted is not a 6. So we have to do 11 damage. If we have to, we can use the jackpot. I'm hoping we don't have to. And we don't have to. But that was slightly spooky. If you put a dice in here, CPU counter goes up by 1. You put a dice in here, CPU counter goes down. Which means you could essentially create a jackpot. So I think that's what we want. Although rolling more dice with CPU counter going up would also be interesting. I'm just thinking, like, what would you remove? Because, like, everything's so relevant, right? I mean, we could remove the healing crystal to try heatsink. It would give us more heals anyway. Out of the jackpot, if we so choose. 4, 5, 4, 5. We'd rather crack open another healing item, I think, first. Just crack open the path to another healing item. That's my 2 cents. 2's good. That's beautiful. But we definitely want to roll one more dice here. Okay, so what do we like? Definitely 6 damage plus a random status effect. So you're going to roll a 1, which is very good for us, although you got 4 more dice. Definitely want to hit you for 6. We can't really do anything with our other 6. Oh no, we can use it to do 3 damage. Well, this is where you would just crunch the numbers, right? So this would be 3 plus 5 is 8. Or, alternatively, 5 plus 5, which is 10. Turns out, 10 is a larger number than 8. I think that's our best option. We honestly got really lucky to mitigate the roll value that much. So equipment is shocked. Buster Sword's not that bad. Yo, you basically could not ask for a better start than that. So although it doesn't get better than a 5 for Plasma Blaster, I would definitely rather do 5 with a random status. If we could put an even number, if we could put an odd number in here, it wouldn't be an issue, but I think your 3 goes right here. I think your 1 goes right here, and then I think you let it ride. Beauty. Can I kill you? I don't believe so. If I can't kill you, because you're going to be let's say you're at 12. I need to find a way to do 12 damage. I could do 3 plus 1. We could roll again. 3 and 3 and 1. I thought maybe it would work again and we could use Lucky Shot, in which case you would be dead, but oh well. Life goes on. No evens, please. Random Blessing. Dodge 1. Not a problem. It would still be good to hit a jackpot. Just so we could heal 2, but it's not that big of a deal, obviously. Because you're all... never mind, I'm dumb. I forgot. I mean, you're still dead. But I forgot that you dodged your first attack. A lot of stuff to remember on occasion. Anyway, this is our big floor. We took almost no damage. There's another upgrade spot as well. I don't know what the heck we're going to put there. Short Circuit is working most of the time. As if on cue. Not working this time. So this time we're probably going to use Plasma Blaster. Oh, we could Heat Sink. But what are we going to get out of Heat Sink? 1 extra roll? That still doesn't give us much damage. You know, we get to roll 1 extra dice, but we spend the dice to get there. I can tell you what the upgrade is here. Should have done it. Well, I mean, we got 5 damage out of it anyway, but I don't know. Curse Enemy. That's an extremely good roll for this guy. Low, low, low. Last one wasn't really low, but that's okay. We really want a 6 here. So I think... Wouldn't really want to reduce the CPU counter right now. We're going to take the easy way out right here. That's fine. Didn't bust, so the 6 goes right there. Hit you with this. And then the thing is, no matter what we roll, we can put it in the Buster Sword. This guy might be a problem, though. Locking a dice is huge, though. He still did do 9 damage to us, which is considerable. Not great, to be honest. We would really like to just get 1 more non-bust roll. Thank you so much. Sincerely. Because now we can auto-roll to get a jackpot. And we can also roll again for all the extra damage and whatnot. So if we want to maximize damage, we need to use this. And then it doesn't really matter. It does matter. This does 1 extra damage. Is the burn worth much? I don't know. We'll see. 9 damage. So we got close. This is why we left our HP. Not perfect. Not perfect. I'm starting to think that we have very little interest for real in having increased jackpot range this turn. Now that I like. I actually like that substantially more than heat sink. I was going to put healing crystal back in there, but we actually could easily die. Hopefully this guy's not too bad, and then we can buy HP at the shop. Otherwise, we'll probably die. Okay, so remember the new positions of everything. 6 is just not what you want to roll right off the bat. 3 afterwards. Let's try it. Increase your jackpot range, hopefully by 3. Oh, it adds a flex point. Yikes. Well, the 6 I would rather hold. We did hit the jackpot, I think, as a result of what happened there. Why hold the 6, by the way? Because we can still use it with Buster Sword. So, I think we'd definitely like, you know, 5 damage. Status effect. Cursed is pretty good. That could have gone a lot worse. He rolled exclusively odd numbers. With high odd numbers, which is just absolutely horrible. And now we're really under the gun. This might be one of those rare heal opportunities. Thanks for the freeze, by the way. Thanks for the freeze, thanks for the freeze, thanks for the freaking freeze. Okay. Well. One thing's for sure. I don't think we're going to lethal him. I guess we should have done that if we got another low roll. But we're going to get the jackpot anyway, because we would pretty much just be dumb not to use our ult here, I think. So I think you should never use a 4. Well, we have to think about it, actually. Because we have to be able to use ray gun. We put a 3 here. 4 here. 1, 1. We're going to auto-roll regardless, though. We got another 3. So I do think you go 3. You want 4 to do raw damage. Froze 1 dice, which is going to create an odd, but at least it's an odd that only does 1 damage. We definitely want to do 7 damage. And then we could either do... I mean, we could do 4 damage multiple ways. All we beg for is a chance to live. I'm not even crunching the numbers. Even if we survive this fight, by the way, the freezing is so good for us. Even if we survive this fight, life is pretty nasty. So let's just be smart. Like, 5 here is as good as it gets. We have to do 7 damage to you. That's really just this. And we might as well see if we hit jackpot. Because we still got him. He's already lethal. But we wanted to see if we could jackpot naturally and get a little bit of extra HP. Please, God, I'm begging you for an apple in this store. That still is not that good. It's tempting to get a shield because we need some defense. But what are we going to remove? We have to remove 2. Ray gun, plasma blaster. Honest, I wouldn't do it if I... Okay, pull cheat code, put healing crystal in. That's a nice little compromise. The good news is if we live, we're going to be at full HP for the boss. Remember, we want low rolls. Mission extremely accomplished. What are your moves? Inflict poison, roll a new dice. Man, it would be real nice to freeze you. Just to be honest. So, let's heal for 2. Let's pop a 5 right in here. Might as well hit you with a random status. Locking a dice is even better. Because it's a 0 instead of a 1. I'm going to take the raw damage. Totally fair. Pretty solid turn. He's still got 5. But we're still going. Low rolls. Low rolls. It's pretty good. I can't be that mad. So, let's catch you with one of these. Thanks for the heal. One of these. Man, I would really like to inflict a new status effect on you. Blinding. Unfortunately, all of his abilities are the same, so I don't think this is that big of a deal for him. Actually, like, if you're gonna... That might be better that we busted with a 6 there. I'm begging you. I'm begging you. Low rolls. Low rolls. Oh, crap. He's still going, dude. Oh, okay. He stopped. We gotta get him this turn, and then you're telling me there's a chance. It's a high roll, buddy. We got him, though. Oh, my God. I didn't think we were gonna make it. We had 2 extremely good turns. Lots of low rolls. Very nice. Short circuit not requiring activation. I think this is short circuit. If you're gonna upgrade it, you probably want to upgrade it as early as possible. But the question is there anything like with 1 reduce? I don't want to reduce the CPU counter by 7. Are you insane? I want to increase it by 7. Increase jackpot range by 2. Use all additional jackpot abilities. I'm willing to try something brazen. Even if we only get this on limit breaks. It's 5 damage, 3 heal, and an extra dice, which is worth a lot in and of itself. So don't forget your positions of things here. Immune to freeze. Big whoop. I actually forgot your abilities, because I only fought you 1 time. 66 HP, 5 dice. Even, 1 damage burn a dice, adds a burn every use. And then the more attacks you do, you get a nice bonus. Okay. Love it. Okay, so you're activated already. Again, doesn't get better than this. It's really a, what's your tolerance for danger? He's so good. So we can use everything. We might as well regen. I mean, there's no reason to or not to. And we still have a limit break ready for next turn. Lots of evens. That's a bit yikes, but it's not that bad. We got the same HP, and you started a little higher. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not afraid. Hit me with this. Immune to freeze, so that sucks. I think, honestly, we're going to auto-roll. We got a 2, which is hilarious. Let's roll again. I should have used the 2 first, obviously, for this. But I thought maybe for some reason I would just... Maybe I'll get a lower blah blah. You know. It's okay. It's fine. She's still dead. I think we're still gonna make it. Oh, I don't know though. That's exclusively evens. Pretty nasty. Although, can't do anything else except for the doubling. Low rolls. Beautiful low rolls. Oh my god. Okay, now don't make the same mistake. Do we have you? We have you, I think. Dude! Okay, I'm stoked we made it happen. There were mistakes and there were rewards. Oh look, we spun death. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. We'll be back to play as the Inventor. Definitely one of my weakest classes. Check out Dicey Dungeons on Steam. It's a great game. I've been playing it a lot. I'm playing it here. I'm playing it on stream. It's a good time. For now, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. See ya.